having a devastating impact on the lives of many people across the world. It has brought into sharp relief the inequalities in our society, as well as between different nations. Millions of people have lost their jobs and been plunged into poverty. We can see around us shops closed down, our city centre much quieter, and we wonder how we are ever going to recover. Added to that, we have the looming catastrophe of the climate and ecological emergencies, no longer something in the distant future, but a present reality. We have seen the impact locally of flooding and moorland fires, as well as wildfires in Australia and North America, flooding of huge areas in Bangladesh, and an increase in extreme weather events across the world. And scientists are suggesting that further epidemics and pandemics will be made increasingly likely by global heating and the destruction of the natural habitats for our wild birds and animals. It can feel like we're facing really dark days, and it can be hard not to feel despondent. But what if the current crisis could also be a time of opportunity, a new start where we can decide to turn things around, and rather than going back to the way things were, create a society that is greener, kinder and fairer, that will help us combat climate change and bequeath a better world to our children and grandchildren. The Green New Deal UK is a nationwide movement of ordinary people determined to do just that, and we're the South Yorkshire branch. An essential aspect of building back better will be to create the vital jobs and trainings and apprenticeships that we will need. Across the UK, it has been estimated we'll lose about 2 million jobs as a result of the pandemic. Our region already has high levels of unemployment, and it has been estimated that Sheffield alone will lose a further 6,000 jobs. And that's why we're launching the GreenJobsforAll campaign today as part of a national day of action. In South Yorkshire, we want to create 25,000 new green jobs over the next 10 years. Not just any jobs, but well-paid, secure green jobs. For example, in home insulation, renewable energy, public transport, nature restoration. The pandemic has exposed years of underfunding of our NHS and thrown a spotlight on the terrible state of the care sector, where overstretched, underpaid and unrecognised workers are valiantly looking after our most vulnerable people. Massive investment is needed here to create new and secure jobs with proper training, paying conditions. So that's the background, and we have 6 people here with us today who will take to the soapbox and bring to life the need for green jobs by presenting their own personal stories. So first of all, we have Molly, a school student. we have Anna, Jess Doctor. In solar and renewable energy, absolutely essential as we make the transition away from fossil fuels. By insulating and retrofitting our houses. So here we have kits. And then growing good organic food locally will add to the resilience and health of our community. Abigail is a grower at a local organic farm. is to gather the ideas of local people as to the green jobs you would like to see created. So we're inviting you to go over to the table where we can give you a freshly sanitised pen and a piece of coloured card to say what jobs or trainings you think we need to create a greener, kinder, fairer society for us all. And then we're going to hang them on the washing line. And just use your imaginations, no ideas too outlandish. We need all people's creativity to bring to bear on the future. Thank you.
We want the government to invest in new green jobs as part of their COVID recovery strategy. We've seen huge unemployment as a result of the pandemic, and we don't want things to go back to normal where people are overworked and underpaid. We want good green jobs where people feel valued and appreciated for what they're doing.
But isn't that already going on, and isn't the government sort of following that strategy anyway? I mean, there's a green revolution going on, on the East Coast, and the government is committed to a green revolution in the future.
Yeah, that's a really interesting point, and I think it's important that we remember that while they are taking steps, we need more, and they do have the capacity to invest more in more green jobs. I'm not just talking about the jobs that help against the climate crisis. We're talking about things like care work, teaching, public transport. All these kinds of things are classed as green jobs where they're low carbon and they're a benefit to society.